Hi 5th graders, welcome to this week's video lesson for cello and bass students. Today we will be working on the beginning to the end of French folk song and talking over the new symbols that are newer to this class. We will first start out with our D major scale warm-up. We will do first 3 quarter notes on each note of the D major scale to replicate the 3/4 time signature that you'll see in the piece. So while we get ready to do our warm-up, you want to check your posture and your instrument position. Take some time to get that set. And once you do, we'll begin our D major warm-up. 3 quarter notes on each note. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. For the next part of our warm-up, we will do dotted half notes on each of the notes of the D major scale. So just a reminder, this is what the dotted half note looks like. It's the lower symbol here. And some tips on how to get some good dotted half notes. You want to use a slow bow and you want to use a lot of bow so you can get the full sound all the way to the end of the bow. So like this. 2, 3. So it rings all the way till the end of the note. Another tip to having good dotted half notes is your contact point. So if your contact point is here, your bow naturally grabs the string and you get a bit more weight in the sound compared to if you have a higher contact point. So for demonstration, I will show you. If I want a mezzo forte sound, a medium loud sound, I am going to play at this contact point and I have to use this much bow. If I want to play around the same dynamic at a lower contact point, pay attention to how much bow I use here. So I could get a very similar sound with less bow and less work if I had a lower contact point. So the contact point, if it's nicely in the middle between the bridge and the fingerboard, you can get the string to have a nice good sound without using that much bow, and you don't have to worry about running out as easily. So that's a useful tip for the dotted half notes. Let's play through the scale now, the D major scale. We'll play dotted half notes on each note. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. So the technique that we worked on for this dotted half note scale, you'll definitely want to apply it for when we play through French folk song. That's the purpose of scales, is to work on your technique and then you apply them to pieces that you're working on. So now for the markings that are newer to our class. We have some dynamics, or the volume in which you play certain pieces, or certain passages of the piece, I should say. And the one you'll see most commonly is the mezzo forte, the MF here, for medium loud. So you'll see the medium loud dynamic for most of the piece because we have the harmony as the cello and bass section for the majority of the piece. We also have forte here. Forte is when we have the melody. We have it for around 8 measures. And we want to play strong and confidently, so the the main tune or the main voice of the orchestra can be heard clearly. There is also piano for soft, or the P. We don't have this in our part. It's actually in the violin part when they have the harmony part. But it's good to know because if you stick with string instruments, you will definitely see this marking as well. The newest marking to this class is RIT period, or ritardando, and that means to slow down gradually. So you'll see this often at the end of a piece, but it can be anywhere in music. And to me, the ritardando makes the piece feel very relaxed, and has a very nice and relaxed ending. So it's in the last two measures, and to demonstrate it, I will play from rehearsal I all the way to the end of the piece. Did you hear the slowdown on the last two measures? Next, what we will do is play along with me from rehearsal I to the end, but shadow play and watch my bow so you can see how much bow I use as I slow down. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Next, play it out loud. Still be sure to watch my bow and to listen to how the slowdown is going. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Next, what we'll do is we'll play through all the French folk song. What you especially want to be aware of is the dynamic changing. So at rehearsal E all the way to rehearsal G, we have the forte. So we need to play out strongly so the main voice is heard. Everything else is a little bit softer. So make sure you have a good, clear difference between the mezzo forte and the forte. And then, of course, we want to do the retarded last two measures that we just went over. So let's get ready to play. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Excellent work playing through the whole piece. So this will be your assignment for the upcoming week. And even though we're playing a longer assignment compared to the previous 2 weeks, I think we want both halves of the piece to be in better shape than they were last time, because we want to keep making progress and polish it more and more. So when you practice, be sure to not cram all your practicing in one short session in one day. Be sure to spread out your practicing so you can get more and learn more out of your practice sessions. So I hope that your practicing goes well this week and that everything is going well at home. And I will see you next week.